All right, it's been a minute since I've done this. I'm gonna utilize this thing in order to show y'all what I'm gonna show y'all real quick. Um, what I got to show y'all today is something to do with the Trump Tower. So, um, of course, in relation with the 45 degree, my you know, discovery and everything, man, and creation, my art. What you see right here. So, to get to that. Um, as you can see right here, the Trump Tower looks exactly like what I have drawn up. That right there is, I mean, a complete mirroring image of what I have drawn out, the delta part of it. So I just wanted to show this as far as the geometry being the exact same. And President Trump is the 45th president. I'm not, into politics at all like that. I can't even say it like that. I'm not into politics at all. So at the end of the day, you know, I do know that, for me, I'm the first person to discover this with the numbers 4 and 5, the significance of them within our reality. It's looked over. Everything on my diagram, actually, man, everything you see here with the vortex map, what they look over is the fact that, see, everything across from each other adds up to be 9. You got, 1 and 8, 2 and 7, 3 and 6, 4 and 5, 0 and 9. They all add up to be 9. But it's horizontal. You get 2 and then you get 7. You know? So you get 2 and 7. I already know what the 2 and 7 have to do with. I already know about that. Other people won't or don't. But 1 and 3 are 4. 0 and 4 is 4. This is vertical. And then 5 and 9 is 14. 1 plus 4 equals 5. 8 plus 6 is 14. 1 plus 4 equals 5. And then you got 7. Which, if you double those, 7 times 2 is 14. 1 plus 4 equals 5. And that would be 2 double equals 4. But you don't have to do that. I know what the big deal is with the 2 and 7. But I'm not going to go into that. But another thing with this, as far as the 14, you got 14 squares when you add in the 45th degree movement of the numbers, towards the inside like I did. Because I didn't just put that there for no reason. I pushed everything to create a 45-degree movement. That's what I actually drew on some of my earlier depictions. So you got 0 and 0, 1 and 1, 2. This has to do with the twin towers over here, 2 and 2, twin twos, twin towers, so twin tours. I said that last year, and that's where I'm going to go into my prophecy and stuff here soon. But 0 is pushed over here, of course, and then you have another fractal of 0 that can be pushed right here, and another 9 that can be pushed over to right here to create another 45 degree, and all of that adds up to be 45. Everything adds up to be 45. Um, and I'm the first to discover this. Now, this is not just, this is the decimal system that somebody's looking at. So this is like the number 0. Everything starts off from 0. So, and that's what this is insinuating. This is the number 0, and when you turn it 45 degrees, uh, you know, when you look at that like that, that's turned that way. and turn it 45 degrees, it would be turned to the, and of course you could create another zero. Uh, and that's exactly what I've been drawing out. And you got zero, or in that case, it could be looked at as zero or point zero, point one, point two, point three, point four, point five, point six, point seven, point eight, point nine, and all of that can be looked at as you know, with the 0 through 9 that's on the square around that makes up the square of that which I drew around. That in itself creates you know the fractions of zero within of the decimals with the after you pass from the tenths to the hundreds to the thousands. And of course you got positive and negative numbers. That's why I got dark down here and light up there. Now, when you look at that, you hear a lot of flat earthers and stuff try to say they try to stay away from the word planet. I think that's silly on my end. Uh, Plant is what I think of when I hear planet. Plane, the word plane, if you're a flat earther, it's in the word. So why would you want to get rid of the word plane? In my opinion. So that's what that is. That's a weed plant. What that's showing is the science of weed that nobody else has looked at or discovered. Once again, and I gotta say this stuff, man, because at the end of the day, with Trump being the 45th president, I'm discovering what I'm discovering with the 45. The geometry of what you see here on the screen right now looks exactly like what I got drawn out right there. It's like, it's thing after thing after thing. And I get the question, am I crazy? Or do, people on the outside probably look at me and think, I'm being redundant or whatever, bro. But in order to get your point across when people don't, just don't act like they don't get it up here. This is since Pythagoras, bro. If Pythagoras was real, this ain't been discovered, man. Shit that people been questioning about and looking over, I got drawn out right here. Plain as day. No way around it, man. It's so anyway, with my 2021 prophecy, pretty much what I'm gonna say is last year I said what I said about 2020. It came true. It literally came true. I within the midst of 2019, I talked about the fact that the Twin Towers being the essence of the 0 and the 9, which is right here. I had the pillars of the 0 and the 9 on each side. And I talked about how 45, with the Twin Towers, even they were, one of them was 415 meters tall. 415. That's what's right there. 514 is just reversed. So the same thing would be right here. 5. So 415. Twin Towers. Now, the thing about the Twin Towers, Donald Trump has twin Trump Towers. So Donald Trump as well has twin Trump Towers. One of them looks like a Superman, diamond type of thing. And then the other one looks exactly like what you have here on the screen. It looks just like my art. So that's what's standing out to me right now as far as what I'm seeing in my mind. But 2021, what people ain't thinking about and not really talking about a lot is the real ID type of thing that that's coming in. So people need to keep their eyes open for that. The 2021 whole thing with the numerology, 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 1 equals 5. This year it was 4, and 4 deals with laying out the foundation. So with number 4, we basically at that even point. We're at like the climax. That's why everything is so chaotic. I said that this year some good things would happen, and I said some bad things. Some very good things happened for me. And then, as far as the world, I can't, man, it's been bad. But I know the way that I plan on going It's like when you think of a roller coaster concept, when you going up, like it's all perception. How would one look at it? If you're going up something, which one would you say is bad and which one would you say is good? If you're going up and then when you're going down, like when you going up, is that the fun part or is that the not fun part too? And that's important. And when you going down, is that the fun part or not fun part too? Because a lot of people will get scared, you know, with what's about to happen. With the 4 and the 5 concept. When we put that into an analogical concept, reference, we're at the, you know, climax, 4.5. So we get them ready to go down. So what I'm saying is some people might look at it like, it's gonna be a fun ride, going down. Some people gonna be scared, and likewise what I'm saying on the other end, to come up to the 4.5, a lot of people probably feel like, you gotta go through work in order to get up a hill, in order to get to the high point. In order to climb a mountain, you got to go through work in order to see the beauty that's at the top and see everything that lays out. So that's the point that we're at. And when you look at everything with 4.5, 45, and looking at this diagram and how everything is like everybody can see everything that's going on in the world right now. Everything is laid out to be, um, visible. Pretty much everything is, coming out, as they say, the darkness coming to the light because everybody's at the top of the mountain and able to see everything, the whole 45, the whole family. So the 2021, with the real ID that people not thinking about, that's coming in, that's something that people really need to um, keep their eyes out on, as well as, I know people have talked about food shortages and stuff like that. You can see a lot of cutting back on foods and stuff, from stores and stuff. That's why part of what I'm thinking about doing, is what we can do cyber wise, man, is very powerful. I'm thinking about, at least, spreading it like a disease, man, making it mandatory, for certain people that do fuck with me, like we got this whole order. Order is so important when you're trying to, set foundation. I don't care what nobody say. And if we can, the more fruit trees and stuff that we can plant, man, like a lot of us don't think, we can have plenty of food. There's so many trees that grow around that have no food on it. We could grow fruit trees, in place of those, is what I'm saying. So if I start a movement, uh, it spreads, over time, if we have enough time, if I have enough time, which I don't think I do. Um, we can really change the earth. It's time to make Earth green again. I drew that and put that on the hat. It's called Make Earth Green Again, MEGA, MEGA. And I said that for a reason because when we develop the love that we're supposed to have for the earth, man, one and whole, that's when everything can change for the better. And that's not everything start off from talking, It's all about people getting down with it, and then, as a group, and one by one, committing to action and everything, man. And yeah, so I mean, 2021, that's when they're building everything up that they have been setting out and laying down a foundation for. So it may be a big collapse. Something huge may happen at the end of this year in 2020. I don't know. I'm not gonna put my word on it. I try to think cycle, and think ahead of the game, footsteps ahead. Everybody thinking that it is. So I'm on my end. I'm not just to be negative, but just thinking about the probability of it. You know, I don't think that anything is gonna happen. If it will be after, of course, the election, but I'm saying around 2021. You know, uh, right around the time that Corona came up this year. You know, I think that's when whatever people think is something may happen. I think it'll happen around that time, if any time. And whatever it is, it's gonna set in stone. Like I say, everything about the real ID, um, locking stuff down even more because it's just gonna be a mirroring of like 9/11. That's what the whole Corona thing been like too. And I drew that out too, man. So I mean, it's just a lot, going on, man. And at the end of the day, you see what I'm doing. Whether people sleep on it or not, man, it's crazy how people can, man. I don't even have anything else to say on that. You know, I'm doing what I'm doing, bro. That's all I know. I don't got nothing else to say on that because it's already speaking for itself, and you can see the evidence of it. You can see it's right there, right in people's face. You can't deny that. It looks exactly like Trump's tower. Why? It don't make sense. It's because I mean, I didn't think of it. I never even paid attention to it. For one, I didn't even know what his tower looked like in New York, bro. That's just. And then what's crazy too is that in some other pictures he actually had some trees that he actually put just to even think about that. Looking at that's crazy. He actually put trees within the actual Trump Tower. There's a picture of it, man. That's crazy, bro. And I got weed leaves right there because I'm talking about that being a plant. And we live on, a plane, bro. So that's wild. Wow. Wow. So that just, and I was blown away when I first seen it. I was blown away when I first seen the whole building and everything, man. And it looked just like what I drew out. Because I know what I plan on doing, bro. And that's what amazes me even more, but I can't say because it's a trick. It's a trick move. And when I say, bro, when I say people who've been acting, bro, I'm telling you, man, ain't no. That's why I've been falling back on everybody, man, because I don't trust nobody, man. Some people just act cool just so that they can, people be talking behind your back, They ain't gonna talk about the obvious already, bro. Um, I do shit at a greatness, come on people shit when I don't have to, obviously. Uh, and then weird shit happen, to where they, it's just weird. I don't even want to talk about it. That's just to the point of it. It's just silly. It's that silly. But when you talk about ancestors and everything, obviously out of all of the time and everything that's going on, that's happening right now. No matter what spookism people put behind 45 or whatever, or think of it behind it, man. With the Saturn concept and everything, you got to look back on what these same people say as well. At one point, balance. Is balance important or is it not? Is balance important or is it not? Is balance what we're supposed to strive for or is it not? Because if it is, that's what that is. That's what 45 degrees is showing. It's balance. And anybody who don't get that, when they talked about the concept of balance and saying that balance needs to be restored, this ain't making sense. So the direction that this is headed, man, all I can say at this point, I know who I'm all like. This, I just can't. It's just like when I met Snoop Dogg, and I was doing what I was doing to network, man. I was young as hell, bro. I was only 18. doing what I was doing then, man. People older than me wonder how the fuck I did that. And that's not bragging, bro. That's because I don't even talk about it, you know. And I know where I could have went. I know what doors I know what's been said to me and what doors have been open for me and everything, man. That's why I still got this hoodie to this day and wear it. You know, I don't give a fuck about buying new clothes and shit like that, man. That shit don't concern me and shit, man. We got washing machines. What the fuck we got to buy a bunch of clothes for? You know, it's just a bunch of stuff. That's why I say once I get rich, I'm gonna use the money. And being that the system is coming down, you know, it's fucked up, you know, because if I got it, you know, it'll probably be right at the niche of time where shit they bring this bitch down. Because that's what's happening as we can see, even the currency system is changing over. So I'm thinking ahead of the wave, man. That's all that I know. And if people can see what I see, I know that it's just at the end of the day, it's people out here hating, bro. There's no way around it. Because, bro, I do it in a way that's never been done. It's simple, man. I've proven myself more than it, more times than not. So it's just on. That's all that I know, bro. And I'm working day in by day in, and I will not stop. I will not stop, bro. And if people say something about an agenda and shit like that, yep, I got an agenda. I got my own agenda. I don't give a fuck about nobody else's agenda either. At all. I don't give a fuck about anybody else's agenda. You know, because everybody at the end of the day, your heart has its own agenda. Your mind got its own agenda. You know, which might unique, sync up with some people out here, or maybe a lot of people out here that it sync up with. But my agenda that I got, man, for the greatness of humanity, man, I people can't see what I can see, and if they can, they just thinking in the wrong way. I mean, if they can, they looking at it from the wrong view and thinking of it in the wrong way. It's just crazy because when you think of cosmology and shit like that, this is something that's gonna be left behind. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. I guarantee it, bro. It's y'all just don't comprehend. You know, 2021, it's going up for me. That's all I can say. And I'm not trying. I'm not trying to just think about myself. But ain't nobody. Um, I'm gonna take care of my family, man. Pull myself away like I need to, bro. Anybody who got something negative to say about anything that I do, fuck them. Period. I'm trying to keep myself from thinking I'm going crazy. Seeing shit like this link up and be exactly like it is. With them trees. Go when you leave from this video, please go look at the Trump Towers. Or Trump Tower, the architecture of it, and see how they had the tree. At one point, they had trees on the windows. They would look exactly like I got the leaves right there. So that's if people can't see what I'm seeing, man. Everything with me being 25, the Mayan, numbers, our ancestors, 25. Everything they didn't do was good. I'm not justifying everything that they did, everything, but I'm going for the right on my end. That's all that I know. I gave niggas a chance to act right with me. Real talk. I done gave everybody their chance to act right with me. Because I've acted right with everybody else. That's real talk. So I done gave niggas their chance to act right with me. It's at the point now, it ain't no turning back. Ain't no crisscrossing, ain't no turning back. What I get on my end, I don't want to hear no, he ain't thinking about the people. I don't want to hear none of that bullshit in the end, man, because I'm doing what I'm doing for the people. And I've been doing it. And niggas ain't got that and respected that. Um, and seen the greatness in it, the profoundness in it. You know, this is on the level of Nikola Tesla now. You know, real talk. Like when you think about THC, the THC molecule. I just be thinking about stuff like that. The gland itself looks like a bunch of uh, 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 Tesla towers, free energy towers. And when you think of receptors, THC receptors, that's what that is. You know, that's what a you know, Tesla tower is. It's a receptor of energy and everything. You know what I'm saying? So that's what, and this right here has to do with marijuana, free energy, because this ain't just a marijuana plant just drawn for no reason. That's what I'm talking about. I'm proving that it beyond what people would think. It's odd, it's weird, but marijuana has to do with Freemasonry. Believe it or not, that might sound crazy as I don't know what, bro. But that's what I'm proving even right there. Because if you look at the 32nd degree, the Freemasonic, I mean, look at if these people are the people who control the laws and everything. They the same people who made the what plant illegal? Marijuana. They lock black people up for what plant? Marijuana. That's one of the only plants besides cocaine. So, that's something that I'm pointing out there. This right here is something that's, some stuff I'm in the midst of, and that's why I throw it out there, to see, whether other people can see what I see or not. But that's where I'm saying, that's why I call it that the Mother Earth, because Mother Earth has to deal with Mother Earth, and the Earth, He, the etymology of herb and earth and her, and niggas, be saying they're talking about they for the great mother and stuff like that, It's crazy. It's it's on, bro. I said it was gonna be on. I told people I play chess. I'm not in competition with anybody. I be trying to work with people. I said that in the video last time I showed my face. I said that in the video, man. That's what the video was about. I'm not in competition with anybody. And what I'm trying to do speaks for itself. Watch it. Watch. Just because I'm doing this, niggas, I'm just stretching my fingers and somebody will say some weird shit about it. Well, I can't move my hands. I can't move my hands. I can't move my damn hands, man. It'll take somebody to, know where I've been to comprehend what I'm getting at. This is crazy, man. The fact that this would have never been known if I wasn't living, you know, because it wasn't known to create it until I'm living. The science behind it. And I believe my ancestors knew about it, and it could have been something that was stolen in the midst of it, because it makes 100% sense to me. Something, or I don't know the answer to that completely, but until then, all I know is you can't see any reference of it on the internet, and you will not find any reference of it with the specifics, the fractal going into everything, the DNA that I've talked about, like I have. Because at the end of the day, yes, this deals with DNA. With DNA, you got C, T, A, and G. How does this deal with DNA? zero and nine, adenine, or however you pronounce it. That's why I said Adenine. Yeah, Nin. Yeah, I spelled it right. But that's what it's spelled, within, and that's what that is, adding nine. And I showed y'all that the DNA, when you look at it, niggas are saying then, it just looked like an X. I'm showing niggas what it is right here, literally, but people just can't see. It's frustrating because, people can't see what I've been saying, man. And I be behind this, because I be working, trying to focus on my work, man. I ain't got time to be doing all of this techniques and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I just like to go ahead and type shit up, type what I'm feeling, and let it be done, man, and not have to do with all of these techniques and shit, and all of that bullshit, all of this. But anyway, when you take the 0 and the 9, that's what the whole family and everything comes together to be 9. 45 is 9. 4 plus 5 equals 9. Half of 45, it's 22.5. 2 plus 2 equals 4. 0.5 equals 9. If you divide that again and keep on going into, what separates it to be into 4 and 5, it never ends. 4.5 is infinity. It is not the same thing as 5. This is not me being egotistical. This is me telling the 100% truth. 4.5 is not 5. 4.5 generates 5 because 45, without the concept of stopping at the number 9, and you stop at the number 9 for a reason, it would be silly and preposterous to continue to count, or think, and not have a repeating system. At the end of the day, that's what free energy all is about. It's not something continuing to, it's something that's perpetuating, like motion, like a perpetuating motion machine, which is what that doubling circuit is with the 1, 2, 4, 8, 7, and 5 with this diagram right here. That's what the Masonic square and compass is that Marco Rodin discovered with it. He discovered a circle. He drew a circle. But what he did not do, he did not account for frequency. And when you look at imagery up, if you look up imagery on Google, or anywhere, any search engine for imagery of frequency, think in terms of frequency, energy, and vibration. What Nikola Tesla was talking about is going to look just like this: waves, something, and that's exactly what this is that I'm showing you. Something that's what light travels in, and light travels at a 45-degree angle. is what I have discovered. This ain't pseudoscience. This is something me showing that numbers. I can't even get it. It takes me to really sit down and people listen, comprehend it, and listen, not to argue, listen to comprehend, because it's the truth, man. And what I'm saying is that 0 and 9 combines together, and then you got 4 components, which is the 8, and that's why you can stop counting at 8 and get 3 plus 6. When you add all of those numbers together, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 and plus 8, you'll get 36, which is 3, 6, and 9. Then Nikola Tesla was talking about 3 plus 6 equals 9. But if you add the 9, you get 45, and that's what I'm showing. If you were at 36 degrees, and that's where I was trying to tell the brother, that you can't do this with any other shape. Yes, you can take a shape, and try to, yeah, but like you said, the degree would have to change, and that's exactly what I'm saying. You would have to change the degree. This is 4.5 in the center, 45 degrees. All of the numbers add up to be 45. You're supposed to stop counting at the number 9. Yes, at the end, I said on there to agree. Sometimes I'll agree with motherfuckers when I realize that a motherfucker just ain't comprehending and ain't gonna get what I'm saying. When they just want to argue and not just comprehend and just say, you know what, bro, you right, because you right. So at the end of the day, I just sit up there and go ahead and agree because I ain't got time to be arguing with it. So 45 is the end all be all. That's what I'm showing people. 45 is infinity. It's something that we cannot escape. Just like with REA, it's something we cannot escape, bro. Just like we got up and down horizontal. That's what I'm showing. The secrecy has been the 45. That's what divides everything. Being able to divide anything Um, it's just like, that's what infinity is like with cells when they replicate. 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, and they keep on replicating in doubles and everything. That's what happened and everything. So that's what I'm showing. When you have 9, you get 4.5, which is the all-seeing eye. 9 is, the 9 is the 9 is the ninth letter. 9 is the ninth letter, and it has, like the dot, like the ripple effect. 4.5, 4.5, would have 4, and this is the point, the center line. So that's what I'm saying. This is so special, man. This is so fucking special, and I can't, ain't no, bro. I know ain't nobody else gonna say it, man. Don't nobody else want to admit it. Don't nobody want to say it. It's not me going up nowhere trying to get props or nothing, man. It's the fact that damn, bro, like I'm a young black male, bro, and I could be doing so many different things with my life. I could have continued to make so many different, different choices, but I'm making this choice. And had I not been alive, this would have not been known. Don't you know that what I'm setting up, my art that I got over there, which I get, man, I really, because I can't set it up for y'all to see, really, as far as. Which one I choose? Don't you know that this right here, man, is literally a magnetic field? I'm not even bullshitting. Just this right here within itself is, yes, if you look at a magnetic field, you'll see that. Marco Rodin have not went as deep as I have, bro. If I wasn't alive, this wouldn't even be known, bro. That's a fact. Ain't nobody did this shit. Ain't nobody taking out the time to do this, to build their own pyramid. I said I was going to be the architect of the next pyramids, and I'm doing that shit. And niggas, switch up on me. You got to be hating at the end of the day. You got to be. It's no way around it. What the fuck have I done to you? So, and I don't want to say no names, bro. People know who I'm talking about. Nobody's, stupid or anything. What I'm doing, bro, nobody else has done. It's the fucking truth, bro. And there's no way around. I have experimented literally with every other shape, everything else, bro. The Freemasons know about the 4 and 5 to a degree, man. These niggas ain't stupid, and y'all niggas know that. Why the fuck y'all think they running everything? Your ass ain't running nothing. That's what I'm saying. They running everything, and I'm not condoning it. But why is they running? Because they got the minds to run. They see what you don't, and know how to do what you don't. Know how to do what I don't. Because I'm not one of them. But that's what I'm saying. Niggas ain't took out the time, or ain't gonna take out the time to do what I'm doing. And when I'm done with this, people gonna be amazed, man. That I even took out the time. Even what I've done already, this is just 2 pieces of it. This is me taking out my hard work, my life, and my time, bro, to show that literally numbers is magnets. That's why you see this right here. You'll probably think that that's an error with the blue right there and then the red. No, blue and red is polarity. Opposites attract. So that's why, you got 0 and 9. I said with the Ouroboros method, when you think about that, you'll have a snake biting the tail. So, and that's exactly what you have with everything. Everything is making that. And what I'm getting at and what I'm thinking in my mind is when you think about anti-gravity, anti-density / buoyancy. Okay, if you ask a flat earther who don't call something gravity, if you ask them what do they call it, then what are they gonna say? They're gonna say that it's something called density and buoyancy. That's what they're gonna say. That's a fact. So at the end of the day, so that's why I say, so what do you want to call it? We're not gonna play with the word games, is what I'm saying. This, at the end of the day, you can call it gravity, you can call it what the fuck you want to. At the end, it anti what keep us, here on the ground. Okay. At the end of the day, if you set up some magnets in the directions a 45 degree, because I've even been looking at magnetism videos. I've even been looking at, something called copper. Golly, the name. uh, I'm having a brain up. Copper something. Anyway, it's growing coppers with electricity. Literally, you're growing copper with electricity, and it's crazy. You know what you can do with copper. So at the end of the day, if you can do that, you likely could do the same with gold and other elements too. So I'm looking into stuff like that, because if you can, grow gold, in the instance like that, bro. I'm just letting y'all know something. And a lot of people steal copper and stuff. From like if you move from a house, people steal it out of air conditioners and stuff like that. But what I'm saying is, if you take magnets and actually set them up, how I have them set up right here, what I'm believing, until I can actually afford it to do it myself, do the experimentation myself, and that's where everything in life starts being drawn out. Before the pyramids got built, before a house get built, before anything gets built, it got to start with somebody who draws something out. You cannot do anything without an architect. Period. And that's what I am. That's what I'm proving I am. I don't have to go through the degrees. I said what I said for a reason, because I am an architect, but I did admit that I lied as well, because, I didn't go through school, and people will look at it like that. So, but I'm proving, my ancestors ain't have to go through all of that schooling that, that we went through in this day and time, through the type of schooling system, how we do it, college and shit like that, in order to be deemed what, the title of what they, was. If you great at something, you great at something. At the end of the day, if y'all niggas can rap, ain't you? Would y'all wish a nigga would come out here and tell y'all ain't no rapper if you can rap, or whatever it is that you call yourself. So if you great at what you do, you are what you are. And I'm great at what I do, man. I'm an artist. I can rap. I just don't want to do that. I can go down that road, go back and listen to my songs. I ain't got to, shit, it ain't the greatest. I ain't saying I'm one of the top tier greatest of them, but I damn sure ain't the lowest. I can rap. I got what they call bars. Go back and listen to my songs, my couple of songs that I dropped. I feel like niggas hate on me because they see what I can do. They see that, damn, this nigga can draw. This nigga can do. It seems like he can do everything that I can do, but I can only do this. I don't know what the fuck be going through niggas' minds. Yes, I'm multi-talented, bro, but I'm not above nobody. I don't see myself above anybody, but I just don't know what niggas' deal is. But all I know is I'm wasting time right now even talking to y'all, bro, because I'm supposed to be working on my shit as we speak, and that's exactly what I'm about to do. And you know, if you rock with me, you rock with me, and just like somebody said, at this point, if you rock with me, it's beyond this point. I'm gonna see who really fuck with me. I done found out. That's all I got to say, bro. Everybody who said something back to me, replied to me, even with the midst of my you know, of my blue color being swiped away. You know what I'm saying, man? Which I ain't tripping, bro. For no reason at all. After I was just on somebody's show with them, hey, much respect and much love to you. If you're still around here, it's one love to you, bro. People, I'm talking to you, people, and yeah, that's it, man. That's all I got to say on that end. I appreciate everybody who do come through and show my stuff respect. Uh, Even the people that I inspire, because there's brothers who told me that I inspire them. They want to draw and stuff like that. Pick up your pencil and paper, bro. You never know what you might get. When you have dreams, try to draw it out. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is an artist. I'm not the only nigga that's meant to do this. I could teach niggas how to do this, but I don't want to teach people how to do nothing if they ain't gonna act right with me. Ain't nobody, because I act right with niggas and I give niggas their props. They taught a lot. A damn lot. Niggas act like they forgot, how long I fucking been around. When I contributed more than, you know, boy, you know, you do everything. And I don't get on here going back and forth, making I be working on my shit literally, bro, and then niggas try to say I'm the one cloud chasing. I don't get on here putting other niggas' names in my videos and nothing like that, unless it's serious. I don't do no shit like that. Y'all niggas gonna quit treating me like I'm not the real one. Y'all niggas gonna quit treating me like that. That's why I say I'm backing the fuck up off of niggas, because niggas know I ain't niggas at the end of the day, they gonna act like they gonna act, but niggas can tell, niggas know what's up. Niggas know I ain't nobody to be played with, and I ain't saying I'm beyond the big and above nobody, but niggas can tell I ain't nobody to be fucked that ain't I'm not finna play with him. I'm not finna play with no nigga, bro. I'm not, you know. Yes, I have seizures and everything like that, bro. But I'm not gonna play with niggas, and niggas ain't gonna play with me like I'm something to play with at the end of the day. You know, I can't help but meditate. I can't help but meditate on the fact of the trees, man. I'm blown away by that every time I think about that. I'm like, damn, I didn't even realize that. Because I just put that back up there. I just did. I cannot believe that shit. I can't believe that shit, bro. That's mind blowing right there, for real. That's for real. And then he got six of them, because his got six. Well, I ain't gonna, because it got five. It got exactly the amount I got. It's just like his. The architect had to do it for the foundation for everything to be balanced out. You know, but man, at the end of the day, I am eventually going to teach people how to draw, but it's gonna be, when I feel it's a time that people gonna appreciate me, you know, to the degree that I feel that I'm supposed to be appreciated. I've done so much to be as young as I am, bro. I've done, I don't give a damn what nobody say, bro. Look back at what I've done. And for me not to have money when I got money and what I'm gonna do with it, you know, you know, it's only so much that I can say. Real talking. People will say, you're an agent because but people gotta talk. That's all I can say to y'all. You gotta talk my language, man. At this point, and you know what the fuck I'm saying. You gotta talk my language. If you ain't talking my language, we can't talk at this point. That's all I've been trying to get niggas to, you know, because I don't feel, if you gotta be taught that, at the end of the day. And I think that's just what niggas don't like. Niggas feel like I got an upper hand on them. Niggas, you know, for whatever reason, man. But I'm trying to show niggas how to have an upper hand. I'm trying to show everybody how to, because whatever it is that I need to teach people or let people know, if I need it not to be stolen or in the hands of the government or something like that, I can tell y'all how I need to. You know what I'm saying? Tell y'all how I need to, just like this road under there. No talk. And look at the chat really the whole time. Looks like a huge compass. It is. That's actually what the first. I was bringing that up to people on the brothers panel not too long ago. Last year I was bringing up how, or the beginning. Was it the beginning of this year? Yeah, I think it was the beginning of this. It might have been last year. I don't know. Maybe working so much, I keep thinking about it. But this is a huge compass. When you look at the first compass that was created, apparently, as they say. I don't think it was, but it could have been. The Chinese, I believe it was the Han Dynasty, something like. It might have been before that. I might be wrong on the name of the dynasty, but it was some dynasty of within China that created a compass that was square, and apparently it was magnetized by the South Pole. That's what they said. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. That's what they said. But of course, they would say that, because this is their internet, that they the sources of putting that stuff on there. But for the first compass to, be square and not, and they actually didn't use it just for, you know, guidance and stuff like that. They use it really for a spiritual tool. They didn't use it just for the cosmos and get it to the North Pole or South Pole in that case. They use it for spiritual tools. Um, and that's what nine is. Nine is the center. No matter what, everything will come back to be nine. And that's the black center point. And then you got, which is one, which is made up of four of them. And then you got one, two, three, four black ones. One, two, three, four black ones. One, two, three, four black ones. One, two, three, four. One, two, three, four black ones. uh, and this, the crazy thing about this, I just realized it's more and more things. That's why I say vortex-based math, they look over the 4 and the 5. It's like, and that's how this stuff was destined for me. It's like, out of all of this time on Earth, and then with them even discovering what they discovered, they still looked over it. It was destined for me, literally. And I'm literally, and I thank God and I thank everything for it. But apparently, you would have 28 characters all together, because at the end of the day, the X marks the spot, and you can't make the X without making that 45-degree motion that I'm talking about here. So, kind of getting cotton now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And that's why I told y'all, with the number 0, your mouth is open when you say 1. That was on the first lectures I said that. Your mouth is open when you say 1, 1. So 0 could be 1. That's why I say it's kind of shifted like a cipher. It's almost like when they talk about these with the twin towers. So 1, 2. So right here you got 1 and 1, which is twin towers. Going back to the Trump, Trump twin, he got Trump. Oh my gosh. Trump has, 2 towers. One of them looks like a Superman symbol, just like that, basically outlined. But the other one, which is the main tower, looks exactly like that. I mean, it looks exactly like, and what it's right here. You see it on the screen. It's right there, literally, and that's the bottom of it. So this right here, when you say 1, your mouth is open. Your mouth is open when you say 1, and then when you get to 2, which would be twin tower, which is 2, it would be 2, 2. So twin towers, and then of course, we got 2 twin. So 2. That's just what I see right there. Now 4 times 5 equals 20. This is made off of a 5 by 5 grid, which equals 25. For every one of these characters, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So you subtract 5 from the 25, and you get 20. So you'll have 10 in this space and then 10 in that space. So that's 1 and 1, which is a twin and a twin. Everything is based off of the twin concept right here. Why does Trump have twin towers in the first place? What is up with these people in twins? You know what I'm saying? What's up with that? Even in the Bible, the tree of life is a twin to the tree is a twin to the tree of good and evil, to the tree of knowledge of good and evil. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's why I was saying the 0 and the 9, all of them is really, you could put pillars for all of them really, in a way. But specifically, everything starts from 0 and then ends at 9. That's why I put the pillars at those points specifically, because everything is supposed to be linear, and a pole is, showing polarity. So I'm showing y'all, I'm showing y'all, what Freemasons will not show y'all, and don't know. Literally, my dad is a high-ranking Freemason. He won't even tell me what ranking he is, and a lot of people probably judge me because of that. My Grinch probably got took because of that or whatever. I don't know what the fuck, bro. Niggas just it's like niggas want. Hey, I get the feeling like niggas be talking tough and talking crazy and shit. Niggas know ain't nobody to be playing with and shit, but niggas won't voice what the fuck their problem is, man. For whatever reason, niggas will not voice what the fuck their problem is. When I get on, but anyway, it ain't about that, man. I ain't even trying that I can get worked up easy, man. At the end of the day, my dad's a Freemason. I've tried to, I've explained this to him. I wasn't going to explain it to him at all at first. This is me. These dudes be wanting my secrets, okay? They be wanting to know how I type like I type. Y'all talk about the CIA, FBI, people hacking shit, getting on y'all shit and stuff like that, man. Y'all really ain't had to deal with none of the shit I done dealt with. Y'all don't know what the fuck I done dealt with, man. That's real talk. That's real talk. I'm not playing with y'all, bro. I'm not on here playing with y'all, man. I'm on here really to do greatness, but that's where I get where people, turn sour, man. You be trying to do good by people, and then they sit up and talk about the shit that they literally be doing. Talk about blackballing. Talk about blackballing. Is you serious? That's all. This stream ain't even. I ain't. It's just like it's hard to avoid the elephant that be in the room, bro. Like when you ain't did shit to nobody. When you doing everything good, like. But it's alright though. Literally, it's alright because bro. Obviously, man, I ain't worried, bro. The ancestors got me. Okay, I'm being real. All of that other stuff. This ain't coming from the internet. This ain't coming from the internet. Ain't none of this being looked up on the internet. You can't find this on the internet. It's gonna be found on the internet after me, if the internet is still up after what goes on. Might go down for a little while. That's another prophecy of mine for 2021. That something as far as the energy wise is gonna go down because they have to make a big energy shift with the technology, going up to 5G and other things like that. It would make sense for them to make such a big leap. They would, have to, just like we, shut down systems before we, the phones and stuff like that, or computers or whatever. We shut down systems and started up, rebooted. I think that's what's going to happen. How long that grace period is going to be, I don't know, but if you just think about it, that's something they would have to do with the technology. But being that it could be something they could just, cut off and then cut back on, in a short amount of time. But what I'm saying is that's going to happen, but they're going to take advantage of it because of the times that we're in with what they're trying to usher in. They're going to take advantage of that time and make it longer than really what it needs to be. Make it seem like it's something else when it's really that. That's what I can see. And look out for people, who live in 415, the 415 area code. What's the name? Bridge, Golden Gate Bridge. Look out for that. Look out for. Keep eyes open around me. They're saying something in the back of my mind. They're saying something about that for the long. For whatever reason. Like I said, I predicted most of this last year. when people talk about infinite waters and stuff like that, talking about predictions. It's one thing to predict stuff based off of what people been saying for years and stuff, but uh, that was out of nowhere. Just making the numbers like that was one thing. Before I took it as far as the science and everything, and what it ties into behind it was a whole nother level. Yeah, but I ain't gonna hold y'all no more, man. Let me see who's in the chat. Let me see. Mr. Benji, what's good, man? Uh, where's my scroll thing? This thing tripping. Scroll bar. There we go. Oh my God. Nice seeing you, fam. Yeah, nice seeing you, bro. Nice seeing you, man. Yeah. The complete set is going to be powerful. Oh, yeah, it's going to be powerful. Most definitely. I fucking knew it. If you drew lines connecting from every number to the center, it'll be a whole magnetic field. Yep, every last one of them, man, is like magnets. And I was looking at how, when somebody broke a magnet on a video, as soon as they broke the magnet, it won't, the piece, you can't fit it back into the magnet. You know what I'm saying? It will not, and you can try to put it in there perfect how it is, of course. And a lot of people already knew this. I knew it too, but it won't go back into the magnet under any circumstances, regardless of the size of the magnet. Man. You break that magnet, cut it, or cut that magnet, piece of that magnet off, it won't go back onto it. It goes at a like to the north, what's called the north of the magnet for whatever reason. It'll shoot up to the north. Um, but yeah, it looks like a huge compass because it is, bro. Or masonry deals with marijuana. Yeah, masonry deal with interchangeable. You know what I'm saying? Whichever way you want to say that. Good insight. What's good, Brian? And Katja, or I don't know how to pronounce her name. Katja, I can't say it right. I don't like to mispronounce people's names. I feel like that's disrespectful. But I tried as hard as I could. Honestly. But yeah, man, let me see. Okay. Yeah, there it go right there. Can I pull it up? Let me see if I know how to do this correctly without messing up. I'm gonna pull up this picture with the one with the trees. Uh, let's see. Um, no, y'all see that? That right there is exactly what I'm talking about. Literally has trees. Right there. That's crazy. Well, it won't enlarge it for whatever reason, so I'm gonna go out there. So that's as big as it's gonna go. Uh, but yeah, they got that right there. I don't know if y'all can see that. Let me go back to it. Yeah, yeah, I can see it. Yeah, man, it got the doggone trees right there, bro. That's crazy as hell. I can't believe that. That's that's a mirroring image, man. You know. Mm. And then just like the chakra bodies, it will continue to go up. You know, that's exactly what I drew out the chakras to do. But I ain't gonna hold y'all, man. I showed y'all, everything I'm gonna show y'all. I didn't mean to keep y'all, held this on. Uh, Sorry about the rants if they, was bothering anybody, but it needed to be said. It was the truth at the end of the day. You know, it's just a full blown truth. It's the elephant that's in the room. And I don't take back anything that I said. Uh, they're just playing it all over the place. Yeah, they are. Definitely. I'm seeing these steps, this 45-degree concept. It seems like people saying 45 and stuff like that out of nowhere a lot more. It's just, and I'm not tripping. It seems like people saying 45 more. I'm seeing this step, concept. Uh, but this was done before I discovered what I discovered. Uh, it's just crazy, man. Savage world. But yeah, let me get on out of here, man, because I should be extended. I see somebody else just came in as well. So yeah, peace to you. I'm going ahead and ending the stream right here. Uh, yeah, I hope that you learned something within this video. Uh, you know, and look forward, to the end result of this. You know, like I say, this is it. This is fully magnetism. When you look into magnetism, that's exactly what this looks like. Oh man, y'all probably didn't see none of that I was showing earlier because I ain't have it up high like this earlier. But anyway, man, yeah, that's exactly what this is. And I'm the first to do it, the only to do it. And if you see me doing it, man, you are very, very lucky, to see me doing this within this time. Because nobody's ever discovered this or did this, bro. So, like I said, it's on. Let me get the fuck on out of here, bro.